ding. Oh, there's the ding. Nice to work you with us, Google, today. Hey, this is Aaron Karsten with Role Playing Public Radio, and this is another Patreon game. This is Delta Green, and the title of this scenario is No Return Ticket. So we will go ahead and get started here pretty soon. But we have our intrepid players for this week. So we have Jeff, Ray, Lonnie, and Terry. So beginning with Ray, can you go ahead and introduce your characters?
Oh, yes. My character is called Reagan Klassen. He is on the FBI's Special Task Force, quote unquote, which basically means I am a glorified kill machine. I am sent in to solve problems and deal with dissidents.
Yeah, on turn, you're usually part of a larger tactical team, so when you're on official missions. However, on Delta Green ones, you are the heavy backup, or at least the rescue, when things go south. So that will be your designation. All right,
Weirdly,
Jeff?
I can tell by looking at my character sheet that I was not in the military.
So
I'm just naturally gifted.
Naturally gifted in the arts of murder. All right, Jeff.
I'll be playing Gordon Hamilton, criminal profiler. Gordon's become hardened to violence after years of studying the workings of sociopaths and various other people who carve people up for entertainment. So he's become a little detached about the whole idea.
Yep.
Somewhat clinical.
Yeah, that can even normal violence can take its toll on you, and then even worse when you're having to deal with full-on cultists and horrors from beyond time and space who like to eat you and liquefy your souls at the same time. So,
but at least it's not another chainsaw case.
Yeah, because those just get old. So, all right, Lonnie.
I am Tobias Stroman. I am a FBI forensic specialist. I was dragged into Delta Green quite against my will when things happened. I have hard experience. I've been in this way too long and seen way too much. I know I am not getting out. So I am trying to survive, and I'm trying to hopefully one day help somebody actually get out.
Oh, so you're trying to see if you can actually get out of Delta Green?
I can get somebody out of Delta Green. I know I can't. I'm very fatalistic about that.
So that's probably an aspiration that I guess you're keeping to yourself, because usually once you're in, you're up for Nights of the Opera until either your retirement means you're dead. There's the very few that ever get to fully retire.
Right. But that's my dream, to get somebody out.
Somebody else out, so yep. Okay. And finally, Terry.
Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm playing Tyler Foss, field agent. Agent used to do a lot of work as a intermediary to other agencies, such as the Department of Tobacco and Firearms and local police stations for various things. Mostly worked with anti-terrorism, assisting these departments and being the contact in the FBI. He joined Delta Green after being exposed to a hallucinogen as part of a raid on what was thought to be a terrorist cell. Other Delta Green agents rescued him and gave him the antidote, which turned out to be far worse than the actual drug.
No, I love that, and thank you so much for that.
You're very welcome.
All right, so roughly most of you, and I was going to ask, how old is each of your characters?
What is percentile dice for, if not?
Oh,
I'm not gonna say an agent's in the 70s. You'll have to re-roll that.
Yeah, I think 50's a little too high as well, personally. There we go, 16.
16.
I'll go with 29. 29 okay. Seems just old enough.
Okay, so consensus, most of you are in between your late 20s into mid 30s.
Yeah, 33 okay. Going on 49.
Okay. So most of you have been within the organization from a long time, for at least a little while. But when you started, it was actually at the end of the cowboy era. You have really, since you've joined the organization, you have really only known the corporation. and the government, and where you've been able to have full-on government oversight for ill or for better or ill. However, you've also heard rumors of those or of the cowboy cells still operating in some areas. I think really. Reagan, you were the closest to actually coming to any one of those on one of your missions when you were going out to look into a potential Chocho outbreak. When you had got there, the hotel that they were hiding at was completely burned down, and there was no other trace of the of the cultists that you were supposed to be tracking down. With the only issue being that the only evidence from there coming from that investigation being a list of your suspects that came from a now defunct green box. So,
I forgot to mention at the beginning that my character was held by cultists at some point.
Okay, yeah, if that will be your experience, and we can go over that once it comes once it comes into play.
Everyone else mentioned it, and I realized I forgot to.
Oh, no worries. So, but for the most part, you've been just doing a lot of general work. For the company, but this is at least the life that you've known from the most part.
For the bureau, I believe you mean.
Well, for the bureau that you're working with, but you don't have enough of the cell structure that they used to set up when the conspiracy that no longer is conspiracy. So your other agents who were actually part of that program still talk about it a little bit, but it's only at best whispers because they do not want to have their superiors breathing down their necks anytime they try to tell stories of the old days or their glorious conquest, so to speak. Yeah. In any case, during what the mission that you had received at the beginning of this week was to pick up an informant coming into Providence, Rhode Island. The information that you had been given stated that she was a defector from a particular cult, worshiping a couple other redacted names in your file. So, but the higher ups believe that she carries at least enough legitimate information, and her contacts that she had been given that she was with in the organization set off enough warnings in the system to justify bringing her in. But it has been brought to concern that that she might either be followed, or that or this may end up just being some sort of trap and laying wait for current Delta Green agents. So that's why they decided to go ahead and form a temporary cell with all of your with a full FBI team. So pulling everybody from the the current Washington Bureau, which is where you guys all work out from. So they set up a meeting time for this contact. You all went to the Amtrak station in Providence, Rhode Island, and promptly boarded the train. Within about an hour of the ride up to New York, you were supposed to meet your contact, who goes by the name of Abigail Ludwig. So, but once you reached about the halfway point, you all seem to just black out. Your memory stops there. Everybody in the room, everybody go ahead and roll a luck roll and tell me who gets the lowest.
Let's see.
And luck will be your power, times 5.
Oh, sweet.
67.
Okay.
It's going to be a good day for me. 100.
22.
What?
Okay.
I don't know how I managed this, but I got 31 of 35.
31.
Nice.
All right, who got the absolute lowest?
22. Does that mean I crit?
So, yes, actually. After the new rules, you did crit.
I was going to say, they changed it.
I was joking. No, that works.
You get an insight, you're automatically dead.
Oh God, knowledge is painful.
So, all right. Well, in this case, and Ray, did you say you got 100 or?
I got 31.
No, that was Jeff.
That was Jeff.
Yep.
Oh boy. So, okay. We will work with that. So, Tyler, you were the first to wake up. You actually feel an arm nudging you as you're slowly coming back to consciousness. You can hear it's like the din of din of the crowds outside as people are shuffling past you, and you can hear crowds outside of that. The train has come to a stop. So, and there's somebody speaking to you. Sir, are you okay? And if you as you kind of come to and look up, it's one of the conductors on the Amtrak car. So, sir.
Sorry. I guess I dozed off.
Are you certain? You looked like you were almost just just out of it. Your eyes were open. You weren't responding. I was almost about to call for a medic.
Real? Wow. No, I'm good. I look around, see what I can see.
It's the Amtrak car. It's actually one of the Amtrak cars, although it's not the one that you boarded on. It's actually almost to the front of the car in business class, where you knew that this cultist contact was supposed to be. So, but you don't remember getting there because you boarded. Boarded your particular car, and you remember that all the other members of your team boarded different cars as well, and were to move on in that location.
I'm going to subtly just check my pockets to make sure, I have my things, particularly my gun, without drawing attention to it.
So, you managed to just kind of move around like you're just readjusting yourself, and your gun's still there. Your cell phone is still there. There's a notification beeping on it when you. It's like when you realize that, but your luggage is still there. The little go overnight bag that you packed for for a potential night at the opera. So, everything is still there. So, but you don't know where your car is. You don't know where your companions are.
All right. I look at the conductor. What stop are we on? Where are we?
Grand Central Station, sir. You've arrived your destination according to your ticket, and she pulls the ticket stub above on the luggage rack above you and brings it to you.
Thank you. I'm going to stand up, get my luggage. Just take another quick glancing look around. I assume there's nothing really to see. It's probably just the conductor and me.
It's just you and the few other people that are shuffling off the car. So,
I'm going to pull out my phone, grab my overnight bag. It's the wheel-mounted kind, so I'm just going to kind of walk away. Thanks, and check the message on my phone without drawing any additional attention.
Okay. You see that there is a message from you, one text message. It's from an unknown number that says you are being watched. Meet me in the food court in 20 minutes.
Right.
So
pocket the phone, walk off the train.
So, all right. So you walk off. You don't see any of your you don't see any of your coworkers around. There is just a throng of people moving in and out. There's notifications going all over the place since this is it is one of the side stations for Grand Central Station. So you're going up the escalator. As you do that and hit the main floor, go ahead and make an alertness check.
49 out of 70.
All right. You hit. As you hit the main. It's like the main, I guess, shopping floor. So I'm trying to think of the main landing from there. You see the food court, and you see the rest of your teammates. They are all in various positions around the food court at different tables, and they all look like they're passed out.
All right. I'm going to go towards the nearest one of them.
All right.
Like that maybe on a bench or something that I could sit next to.
Okay, let's see. Everybody else, besides Terry, go ahead and roll luck.
my 31 from before didn't get me anything?
Nope.
Damn.
Different
well,
roll.
92.
60.
All right, Adam.
71.
71. All right. So, Jeff. So you're the first one to wake. As you're coming back to, the last thing you remembered was getting onto your car and waiting for the signal from to move on to the business car where the contact was, and now you're in a food court in Grand Central Station.
Oh no!
And you see, and Gordon, you see Tyler walking towards you.
Okay. I'll take a quick look around and see if basically see if I see anyone watching me or anyone moving away, like they were just recently interfering with me. So I'll check for my sidearm and my phone.
Okay, you do see that. Go ahead and make an alertness check.
Okay. 45 on 50.
45 on 50. You don't really see it, but it's like as you're seeing Tyler move towards you, you do notice your other two companions off to the side, but you get the odd feeling that you are being watched. Okay. So it's just a very uneasy feeling, especially when you're in this large of a crowd. So, but the bigger feeling of just being so unnerved that you've blacked out and woken up in an entirely different place than where you should have been. So,
I don't like this. Okay.
So, this usually only happens on Saturdays.
This hasn't happened to me since college.
Yeah, this is a little bit different from the blackout drunk. So. At least in the case that you woke up without the magic marker penis on your head. So, but you kind of wish that may have happened. At least you knew what it would have gone on.
That actually makes sense.
You're saying that couldn't have happened? Cthulhu cultists so different from us?
No, you'd have an elder sign on your head. That's a little bit different. So,
is that not an eldritch penis, if anything?
I would reduce sanity, but that seems like unfair in this case.
What does an eldritch penis even look like? Don't answer that.
Like I said, it's non-Euclidean.
Inappropriate workplace topic.
Anyway.
How does that even fit there?
So, anyway.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. So, what do you say to each other?
I take a seat next to him. Hold out my phone on the text message screen. Then you got one?
I'll check my phone. Do I have the same message?
Oddly enough, you don't. You don't have any messages on your phone. In fact, its battery seems to have died.
Oh, nice.
So it's a little bit weird. Yeah, it's a little bit odd because you remember charging it up, and it's a new phone, so you should have enough of it. So.
Take a look at the time and date on Tyler's phone.
Mm-hmm.
How much time is missing?
You both look on his phone, and it appears that it's only been a couple hours. So It's been, as far as you can tell, it's because the train ride. It's only about a 3-hour train ride from Providence to New York, and so you started around like 11 a.m. So it's only about 2. So as far as you can tell, you've just arrived.
All right.
So
that's good. We're not missing like a week or anything like that. So.
No, it's not that. It's like, you can't tell at least from that end. So, all right, but as you kind of look around, Reagan and Tobias, you both wake up and find yourself in the court. Find yourself in the exact same position as the other two are. So, but you see your coworkers both talking, kind of nervously talking to each other.
I immediately stand up and sort of stumble slightly. And then look around. Did I have a bag? I don't remember if I had a bag or not. Do I see a bag that looks like it could be mine?
Did you? You don't really know. Make a luck check.
Yeah, has your bag been in your possession the entire time?
I got a 15.
15. You did have a bag, but you don't know where it is.
Oh shit!
So you can't really. It doesn't really feel like you can't remember any where that put up there. If the worst case scenario is that it might be at lost luggage. So
My hands go to my chest, then to my sides, then to my ass. Do I feel my wallet, my phone, my keys, my piece?
yep, everything's there.
All right. Well,
So-
I haven't been mugged, at least. I pull out my phone and walk over to the rest of the group. Do I have any messages?
No, and your phone's battery is dead too.
That's weird. All right. Well, I'll put that away and walk over to the guys. I'm like, oh, coffee? Coffee, anyone? Coffee? I slap my face a little. I'm like, oh, I feel really. Hang on. When did we come here?
Yeah.
We all seem to have lost a little time.
I
It's
would
never good.
Same check, phone, keys, wallet, backpack. Has my laptop.
Go ahead and make your luck check.
35 out of 75.
Yeah, your backpack is next to you, so and everything seems to be in there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
So you should be pretty good for that. But yeah, again, the only thing that just noticed that's a little bit weird is you try to turn on your laptop, battery's dead. Your phone battery's dead too,
Oh wow.
Okay.
which works on here. But also this, it's like that this is this particular food court has different charging stations all around, so you should be able to get it up and running pretty quickly. So.
All right. Let's pick a spot, grab some coffee, and talk about what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
The minute it's like that that Tobias walks over and greets you, Tyler, it's like your text alert goes off.
Captain, incoming message. What? Oh.
You look down and oh god, yeah. So. For that, I can't say anything. My text is just as nerdy. So.
It's actually my wife's text message.
Oh, is it? So, I noticed if you ever do meet me at Gen Con or anything else, you can tell because my text message is the musical sting that sounds when the Sword of Omen is warning in danger of Thundercats. Fun thing to know about me. It's loud and you can hear it from across the room. So, anyway. But yeah, Captain, you have a message. You would look at your phone. It's another one from that same unknown number. So, it's like you are being watched. We need to meet here, and it gives you the location of a restaurant restaurant within the terminal station. So, actually, Tyler, what restaurant will it be?
The OG.
The OG.
Olive Garden.
Olive
Okay.
Garden. Yeah, so we have the Grand Central Station, Olive Garden.
Fantastic. No, that's good. Gordon's got his lifetime pass card, so.
Yeah. Okay. But it says, it will bring up there. It says, meet here. Ask for that you are a guest of. It's like a guest of Mr. Stevenson. So.
Ooh, fancy. Reservations.
So that. Yep. So you do at least have a little bit of other information, but you do have your general phones. You're getting this. I will say everybody can go ahead and make an idea roll.
I don't think that there is an Olive Garden in Grand Central Station.
Shut up.
There is now.
Yeah.
I got a 16 as well out of 35.
16. Okay.
I got an 02.
2. All right.
50 out of
There
75.
is, however, a hearty soup shop.
It is. So
Saying.
I have to say I've only been there once. So. And it was more passing through while back on my way to Rhode Island. So.
I just took a quick Google.
Okay. So. Well, this is alternate reality.
Actually,
Alternate
that's
reality
a
Grand
more
Central Station.
complete-
Sorry, I'm a big fan of the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's a
Yes.
thing in there, so that's where I get the OG from.
The OG. Oh God, I forgot about that. So see, it was Pinot Noir was the thing that got us the biggest laugh. So,
You know you are.
Pinot Noir. Anyway, so you have Oh yeah, you go ahead. You've everybody who made it. You realize that you have not gotten any messages or information from Home Office because you should have. It's like this should have been a quick pickup, and you were pretty much rounding about. Once you had this informant, you should have been rounding about and going the other way back to Washington. So, or doing something to at least contain her. So it may be a good idea to try to get a hold of them beforehand.
Well, only one of us has a working phone at the moment.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Boop. Maybe don't mention that we all appear to have been roofied. Let's see if we can sort that out ourselves before we, make a report.
Okay. So, all right. So you go ahead and call call the Home Office. So, who is your main liaison?
Oh.
Quick, think of a famous opera composer or singer.
Pavarotti?
Pavarotti. Okay.
I mean, it only takes a quick Google to find someone else.
I prefer the impulsive choice.
I like this idea.
Reagan does mean impulsive.
So okay, so Agent.
I'm on board.
So Agent Pavarotti, then. So he is your primary contact. You give him a call. Picks up.
Nobody knows if that's his real name or not.
That's always
Pavarotti is the third name on this list.
Agent Faust, where the hell are you?
Yeah, there's a slight issue, and we're trying to put things together. Either we
define slight issue, please.
There was an incident that we're still trying to put together. As soon as I have an update, I will get with you, Agent Pavarotti.
Do you have the contact in custody?
No, we do not, and that's what we're working on. We got on the train, and apparently we all blacked out.
Blacked out? Are you and your team compromised?
It doesn't appear to be. We're all together now, and we're meeting a contact here in Grand Central Station.
Yes, this was the informant that was supposed to be giving us information about this. About this cult, and you are not to fully question her. You were supposed to pick her up and bring her in. Do you believe that she has been compromised, or or that she has attracted undue attention?
It's possible she's attracted undue attention. We're meeting Mr. Stevenson.
Hold on. Who?
It's a bit of a long story. All right.
Gordon's listening to Tyler's side of the conversation and just shaking his head sadly.
Yeah.
So
you'd think I'd be better rested after that now.
Okay. Who is this Mr. Stevenson? Where are you? Is this another an alternate contact, because this is not on the pre-approved list?
Yes, it is not. He contacted us post the blackout period. Approximately 3 hours we were out. I found everyone in Grand Central Station. I woke up on the train. Presumably I was the first to wake up. Everyone else was still unconscious when I met them. I also had the only one with contact with this Mr. Stevenson on my cell. We're currently going to meet him at a designated restaurant in Grand Central Station. Hopefully we'll have more answers once we do that.
I suggest that you do not go in force, because we do not know who this person is, and if do you believe that the contact may be maybe a threat to others around them or the public safety?
I assume they chose this location specifically to be in public, so as a deterrent.
Okay, I will be checking up on that information. Currently, please keep the line of communication open. We have had reports of potential interlopers in your area, and if that is the case, we want to make sure that you get to the contact before they do. So we do not know what what they might be planning. However, it is not safe for anybody out there. So we are still looking at this point. We are still looking for capture and containment. Do you understand?
And affirmative.
Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I know any more information. So.
All right.
What time did we leave Rhode Island? And what time is it now?
So it was about it's like that. When you checked that information, you left around 11 o'clock, and it's about 3 now. So given the time where you were setting it, but actually,
I'm going to assume that's AM and PM.
Oh yes, so yeah, it is. However, everybody but Tyler, go ahead and make an awareness check.
Where's my
Alertness?
skill thingy?
Yep, everybody but Tyler.
Alertness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed that.
I'm on the phone.
94.
Gordon's busy eyeing the girl at the coffee counter.
I keep rolling 16. I don't know what's up with my dice, but I get a 16 out of 70.
16. All right.
Woo.
So
87 out of 50.
I'm busy plugging in my laptop.
okay. So okay. I'll actually say that you two can actually say that since you're plugging it in. But Reagan's the first to notice that once you get off the phone, you pick up your phone and notice that it's suddenly on and it's at a full charge.
My phone is now suddenly charged?
Yes. And it's showing the exact and it's showing your date and time, although it's not showing any other. It is not showing any other information though. Just it looks like you just basically the same information that you had when you got on the train.
I told you
I
not to
have
get the first release of iPhone 6.
I have a cult at 20%.
All right. You can go ahead and roll that if you want.
Let's see what happens. No,
Aliens.
doesn't
Nope.
matter.
Nothing.
It's like, that's weird. Whatever.
But no, that's a little disturbing because it was completely dead and it's now at a full charge. So
Yeah, it could be cosmic radiation or something.
well, that's a little. But
That's not disturbing.
but yeah, but you're losing some time and suddenly you're having some issues about remembering what's happening or not. So go ahead and make a stand roll.
I refuse.
You can't. Well,
It's kind of
I
like
get-
driving.
I get a 1.
a 1.
So,
Okay. It's pretty. It just feels very unnatural. You only lose 1 sanity. This is a little bit off, but it's kind of making you interested about your cohorts and the one, at least everybody else who had a dead piece of electronics.
where's that tech kid?
And so he's plugging his laptop in, which at that point, Gordon, you plug it in and you see that the light has come on and it's showing a full charge.
Not Gordon doing that.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Nope, it's
Sorry,
Tobias.
Tobias. Sorry.
I'll make that sand roll.
I was going to say, Gordon's the profiler.
Oh no, Gordon, you have a laptop now. Why is this happening? So
Yeah, wait, what the hell? That's a Santa.
Turn around.
Yeah,
You're
no,
holding
no,
your
I
laptop.
Actually, wait, is it a PC or a Mac?
Well, 4 out of 70, so I take 1.
Both.
okay. So 4 out of 70.
Yep.
Oh, you made it. So yeah, if you made it, so you're a little bit unnerved by this. Like, you could have sworn it was at a dead battery, and you check your phone and you realize that that's full battery too.
Yeah.
See, the disturbing part isn't that it's that it's full now. You could have swore you would have used it.
So
Oh, God.
oh, but yeah, that's just a little bit off-putting from there. But you do have your meeting to go to, so if you want to, and it seems like you have at least another lead because you have no idea where your contact is, where your target is. So at this point, that's the best lead that you have so far.
This might be a bad time to mention it, guys, but I think I might have misplaced my tack gear.
All right.
Hey, your phone's charged. You can call Pavarotti.
Or we can try and find the gear before you call Pavarotti.
So,
I might
well-
just go to I
Lost
don't know,
luggage?
lost and found, I guess.
So,
Think-
well, I would actually say that Reagan, that you actually don't have any full-on tactical gear, just because this was meant to be a simple extraction, and a
Okay.
public one too. So they only cleared the 9mm. Well, the 9mm Glocks.
Oh,
So
okay. So
technically,
I
you have not
probably
misplaced
do
my
have all
assault
my weapons, and I've just lost some clothes. In which case, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
The good news is you can buy more. The bad news is the only place open is Hot Topic.
Why is that bad? I love the Twilights.
So. But in any case, so you do have your contact. So you wander out as you. Ultimately, you wander over to the OG.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this, how about two of us go in looking for the contact, and two of us sit at some distance and keep an eye on the crowd.
That's a great plan. I volunteered to go in since I have the contact on my phone.
Okay.
Although
Nice.
now that your phone's working, any of you have the text messages?
My phone's working? I'll take a look at my phone.
Yes, you
My
do.
phone was only showing the time and date.
Yeah,
and
you.
nothing else.
So yeah, it was. Sorry. Let me clarify. It was showing your general home screen.
Oh, okay.
But it did not receive any other messages. So, and usually when you do receive a contact from the home office, it goes to all of you, since when you're out on a night at a night at the opera. So, since they want to keep everybody in full contact.
I love the rock opera.
But none of you, but nobody has been able to get through. So, as far as you can tell. But yeah, you look on your phone. It's showing the date and time, showing any general information in your apps. The only thing you notice it's odd is that for each of those, as you look at it, each of those besides Tyler's, there doesn't seem to be a signal.
I mean, the building's made of granite.
So, yeah, but it is true. It's made of granite, and you're slightly underground. But most
They probably have like repeater stations inside.
They do, which is a little bit weird. And as the other three of Gordon, Reagan, and Tobias look at your phones, you notice, because you're all on different carriers, and all of them seem to be blocked or just not receiving at this point. There's just no signal.
Maybe I've got no signal because my SIM card's not in. So I pull the back off my phone and pull out the battery.
SIM card's in there.
Huh.
So you can see.
Is it normal for the battery to have eyes? That's
So yes, because your daughter put googly eyes on them. So
I love that.
Your phone's been vandalized.
yeah. But yeah, that's all you have. Yeah, as far as you can tell, it's just weird. Something else may have happened. You know that on certain cases that you've been on, some technology has gone completely wonky. So this is not completely outside of the realm of possibility, but it does seem odd, just because you wonder if you did remember that.
Mm.
So, but you do have a couple of different options here. So if everybody wants to roll idea checks, because you do have the contact you have as well.
41 out of 65. Oh, also, I want to try sending a text message to these three guys.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And is everybody rolling their idea check?
Why not?
18.
Which I assume is like int or something.
57 on 75.
Yes, that will be your intelligence times 5. So sorry.
No, it's
Yeah. No.
You sure I can't roll strength for it?
Oh man. How about con?
See, that would be like the Henry Rollins method. So
I squeeze my head until the thought comes out.
yes. All right. Anybody who makes that, you realize that you can also. There is also another option here. Since you're off, you do have your full FBI credentials, so you could go to the security office and ask for footage to see if you can track down Ludwig.
Fair enough. Does our tech want to go and do that? We'll split into two groups.
I can do that, yeah.
Two of us go to review the footage. Two of us go to the meet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way this could go badly.
Where do you want the task force?
Why don't you come to the meet, since that's where things are most likely to go horribly wrong?
All right.
Thanks for the
I
vote of
do-
confidence, guy.
I mean, I do love shooting security guards in back rooms, but sure.
So
It's a hobby.
It's good to have a hobby.
You
it
gotta
is.
have-
Okay, so who's going to the security room and who's going to the OG?
Tyler's going to the OG.
I still think we should be going to Michael Jordan's steakhouse. Because I am amazed that that is a thing.
Is that actually in Grand Central Station?
It is. I have the list of all the restaurants in Grand Central Station right here.
So,
Whatever. Lakers.
okay, so is anybody else going with Tyler to Olive Garden or?
So how about Tyler and Regan go to Olive Garden,
Yep.
and then I'll go with Tobias to the security office.
Sounds good.
I do have a quick question about
Yes.
the human skill, because I can't seem to find my PDF for the beta rules right now.
Yes.
Yeah, just human replaces like psychology, etc., doesn't it?
Yes, that is. So
For
basically,
reading
yes.
people?
Yeah, it's just that's for reading people. So
Okay, and does it work anything like
Human
human terrain in Knights Black Agents? Like, can I look at a group of people and pick out people who are acting oddly?
yes, you can do that. So because that would be that would be the version of that based for that particular tactical squad. So a skill.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
In New
I
York,
guess
you
we
should
can
be looking for
go
the
with
people
Tobias.
that are acting way too normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, effectively.
All right. Let's see. So, all right. So Tyler and Reagan will be going off to OG, and Tobias and Gordon will be going over to the security office. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll start with Tyler on that. You walk over to that. It looks like a train station slash airport version of an Olive Garden. So.
As we're walking up, okay, so I'll get the soup, but you get the salad, and we'll share. All right.
Dude, why don't we just get our own? Why are we even getting meals?
Because we just finished a 3-4 hour trip. You're not hungry?
Weirdly, I am extremely thirsty, but not hungry.
Well, good. I'm sure you can get as much water as you want to drink, but go ahead and order that salad regardless.
So, actually, okay. No, go ahead. All right. So, but you go up there. The hostess is there. You ask for Mr. Stevenson. She says, "Oh, yes, he's been waiting on you." Waiting on you. She grabs a couple menus and walks you back.
He's in the only booth that's a corner booth in a room with no corners. Roll sanity.
Non-Euclidean restaurant. So.
Man,
But
it sounds like my kind of place.
it is. But no, it's just it's one of the tables in the back. There's a window view kind of leaning out onto one of the New York streets. She puts it down, and you see a guy who looks like he's roughly in his late 40s, early 50s, has graying hair along his temples, and is just you see has a vapor in it, a vaping stick in his hand. Just quietly,
E-cig.
yeah, going through there. But he looks just like absolute hell. There's bags under his eyes. It looks like he hasn't slept in a couple of days. And when you get there, he's honestly he kind of smells like he's been sleeping in those clothes for a while. But it's odd because the waitress does not even bat an eye at this. And so
A combination of human stink and pumpkin pie vape. Ugh.
at the Olive Garden. Oh
I'll
wow!
have 2 fried chickens and a Coke.
One dry piece of toast.
Again, no. There's no pandering to the GM for sanity with Blues Brothers quotes. even though if this were okay, actually, I'll do this. You get a Moxie each for a future Eclipse game.
Sweet.
That will
I told
actually be for me. I guarantee I'll play in another one within the next 2 months.
Yes, so I might not be running it, so it's only applicable to my games because Ross won't honor that.
Well, whatever then.
I told you we were on a mission from God.
You should have
I'll
just given him
save
a
it
fate
up.
point.
But which god?
Does it really matter?
But as you sit down, Stevenson, his hand, that's like he seems to be just looking down. His hand is on his forehead as he's just puffing at the vaping stick incessantly. Doesn't even seem to notice that you've sat down.
Mr. Stevenson?
Jumps. Jesus Christ! It is not nice to do that to somebody.
You're right. I should have called ahead.
Oh. Or no, you should know general operational security. God, don't they teach you anything anymore? Oh, good fucking
I
God.
just stare at this guy like eyes half, eyebrow half cocked. Like, what did you just say to me?
Oh. Okay. I don't have a lot of time, so I know I am being listened on to. So, but it's like you are in serious trouble. It's like the company has sent you out on a snipe hunt, and this is only going to end in your death and screwing over everybody else because she is going to get the even more information from you.
So who sent us on the snipe hunt, and who's running the snipe hunt?
Your boss is at the new and improved Delta Green. So
I've never heard of that department.
All right.
it's like the new. It's like new. Yeah, he really goes around, looks around. Don't bullshit me. So you know what we're here. You know the things that we've seen. You know what we're fighting against, and. Yeah, that does raise your hackles ever so slightly that he just blatantly mentioned that out in public. But you look around and you see nobody has. He said that loud enough for anybody to hear, and nobody has batted an eye. Not any of the other customers, not the waitress that was passing by. Anybody.
It's like every other OG I've been in. No. All right.
So you. But yeah, blurting that out is a pretty big operational hazard. So it should be.
Speaking of operational security, but I digress. What? Keep it coming. What you got? You said we're on limited time.
Oh God, if because you're obviously not gonna be able to be yourselves for a while. I'm barely holding it together. It's only because I found one of these, and he holds up the vaping stick that I was able to even consider it. Even do that. This goddamn place doesn't have any cigarettes anymore. It's bullshit.
I reach in my jacket and pull out a pack of Marlboros.
So, how do you get that in here?
They're mine. I carry them from home. I'm trying to break the habit. But,
he grabs it. He just grabs them.
Hey, save me too. God.
Lights up and drags. Oh God, I thought I'd forgotten the memory. Okay. So, look, it's already too late for me. So I've come to terms with that. Might not be for you. So you might bring this whole thing to a crashing down, but you gotta stop her. So.
All right, I like names. Let's not play the pronoun game.
Whatever fucking pseudonym she's going by, that's Abigail Ludwig. So Ludwig, that bitch. So
the contact we're here for.
Contact. No, she's. It's like I don't know what the hell she is, other than the fact that she's able to get in your head. So and make you see things that aren't there. So this whole thing, that's like you wouldn't think this whole mission was a way to get information from her. It's bullshit. It was a trap. It was a trap that when we were tracking her back, that's like back when we were running the show, and it's a fucking trap for you. But the big issue about it is that it's like giving me. I don't know any of the new stuff. I don't know anything about the company because I wasn't on the invite list back in. So you, on the other hand, she knows that you have. That's like you have all the nice little dirty secrets, including locations of current green boxes, things where she can get. That's like a lot of nice little not so nice toys.
Nice. Okay. So. All right. It's I believe you, because it'd be crazy to not at this point. We've already experienced things. First, why does the vape help?
Well, are you kidding? It's like are you kidding? Again, it's like I'm a smoker who has been smoking for over 20 years, and I couldn't find a goddamn cigarette until you brought it in, taking a huge drag off of it.
Got it.
There's
Got
no,
it.
there's
been
no
there.
more anywhere. Anytime I try to find one, it's offhand.
And
So
that I can relate. All right. So he's tracking us down. She gets in our heads. Is that why we blacked out then, I'm assuming?
you already blacked out.
Out on the train. And found my the rest of my crew same way. I was first to wake up.
Fuck, she's already. Oh my God! Just he stands up from the chair.
I put my
He's
hand on his wrist. Hey, buddy.
Get the fuck off me!
Oh,
I don't let go.
So
Reagan, calm down. Oh,
no,
Look,
no, he's trying to pull away. Oh my!
I let
fucking
go.
God,
Hey,
she's-
man, it's okay.
take another drag. Sit down.
No, you're in it. Oh my God, no! Just he's almost starting to break down. That's like if you're in that point, if you already blacked out, she can see you. She can see the rest of us.
Do they serve wine at the Olive Garden?
Fuck.
Yes, they do.
So,
Can
and
we
he
get a
is-
bottle of wine, please?
and he's trying to drag out of your grip.
I
So
let go of him because, whatever.
you let go. He backs up, goes colliding into it's like a cart tray full of salads and breadsticks, and he looks over. I gotta wait before she finds the rest of me. I can't. This is the only thing that's left of me. I can't. I'm so sorry, and just bolts.
All right. Did he take my cigs?
He did. But both of you go ahead and make an alertness check.
Sure.
I critically succeeded on a 22.
That's good because I got 100.
Okay.
I
So-
stand up quickly as I am alerted to.
I pick
All
up
right.
one. I lean over and pick up a cigarette that he dropped.
Yeah, you're too concerned about those cigarettes as he's running out. Yeah, Reagan. As you're going, it's like as you're seeing him walk, get up and just barreling out. You see two things that just don't really. That honestly don't really compute with you. One, as he reaches the awning that would lead through out into the main hallway again, it's almost like he's getting fuzzy. That you can't really see him all that well. It's that the person right there is just moving through like there's a heat haze in front of him, and then he's gone. You can't see that. And the other thing that goes through it is that there was a big ruckus that just happened, but as you look around, there are people staring, but they're not just looking over going, that was weird. They're full on staring at you and Gordon. Oh, excuse me, you and Tyler. So just dead on expressionless.
I suspect that we may be dealing with some kind of specter.
Yeah, but everybody, that's even more unnerving. So go ahead and make a sanity roll.
God damn it, Aaron. Well, I got a 42 out of 44, so eat my dick.
All right, and take one. So you don't see that, and right. So Tyler, when you look back out from collecting your cigarettes, you see that Reagan is kind of staring towards the location where Mr. Stevenson was running out the door, but it's like he just seems to be almost staring off to space for a second, and then looking around, you see that other people there are basically still eating their meals, moving around. There's a waitress trying to get behind him in order to gather up the food that Stevenson knocked over. So, but yeah, Reagan just seems to be out of it just for a little bit. So just staring right off towards the entryway. Oh.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, Jeff, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, I was late. So yeah, so that's kind of makes your move for this round. So we'll go ahead and switch over. So Gordon and Tobias, you
Team videotape.
videotape. So you managed to make your way over to the security. It's like the security suite. You present your IDs. So actually, so I'll present your IDs and make your case because they bring out Chief. It's like Chief Carlton. So he is the Eric Carlton. He's the head of security here. They bring you over to office. Gentlemen, shakes your hand. What can I help you with?
Well, we're here tracking a person of interest in a federal case. They're supposed to have been on the platform recently. We were hoping to be able to review your security footage.
We can definitely take a look at that possibility. Is this in reference with Homeland Security?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Okay.
But that's about all I can tell you.
Huh. So, then, well, we do have the particular forms that we need to fill out before we can go through that, the general hodgepodge of bureaucracy and whatnot.
This is a very time-sensitive matter, and we need to go through this immediately. The forms can always be filled out post-facto. Bureaucracy.
All right, what's your bureaucracy score?
60%.
60%? Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay.
He's a grade 36 bureaucrat.
22.
22? Oh, that's a critical success. Oh, yeah.
Actually, those forms are completely out of date. You guys aren't even going to be able to operate until you get the new T-74s. So,
also, I'm going to need to confiscate your sidearms.
No, that's not happening. Well, absolutely. It's like we have. Is this person on a wanted terrorist listing, or you see him starting to pull out paperwork and just filling it out?
I'm just going to give him that flat stare. That's like you're asking questions that are way above your pay grade.
So, let me go ahead and bring that back. He picks up and takes you over to the main security pod. It's a room. It's a fairly large room where they have multiple different security banks. He actually takes a seat in front of one of the technicians. All right. What was the time frame? The time frames that you're looking for.
I'll look at Tobias.
Do either of us remember what time he showed on the out of character? Do we remember what time he showed us on his phone when we got together?
You basically know that the train should have arrived at around 2 o'clock or 2:15 at Grand Central Station, and it was only about like 3:45 when you woke up where you were. So
we'll need to see from 1:30 to 3 o'clock.
Okay. So and you designate the train. It was Amtrak. That's like Amtrak number 482. So coming from Rhode Island to New York, he pulls back the footage, and you look through. And you start going through there. You see that there are people. Filing out of the train. You look towards the business class line, and coming up from the platform, and you see Abigail Ludwig moving out. She seems to be going up. Up the escalators, and then goes through the. Goes out through the main entrance hall, and then seems to take a right, kind of a right turn off of the, a right turn to what looks like one of the maintenance tunnel areas, and so off to the side, and then just disappears completely off of view from the main cameras.
Okay. Let's see if we can isolate when we got off the train and see what happened there.
That's why I asked for the additional half hour before.
Yeah, you do look through that. You see that, it's something that's a little bit odd when you start looking at it. you request the platform cameras for your trains, and you don't see yourself getting off. In fact, you watch it at least twice, and the entire passenger line doesn't show any of you. The only one that you've actually seen when you were looking through there, officially getting off the train, was Tyler, and that was around the time frame where he found you all in the food court. Go ahead and roll sanity.
Yeah. Yay. 20 on 54.
87.
All right.
Oh, you don't like this.
So, all right. All right. So, Jeff, you go ahead and just take one.
Okay.
Where are my dice? So, where are they? So, let's see. And Lonnie, go ahead and lose 2.
Okay.
So yeah, and you confirm the tickets with that's like Eric, and as you're going through, you can't see any. You look at the timestamps. You know when you arrived. You know when you got on, and it's just bizarre that they can't see that anywhere, and even odder when you're looking at the footage, because there is just a side view of the main food court that you were at. Until Tyler showed up, it's almost a weird issue. You would almost say it would be a weird issue of just a video edit, but it seems that you're not sitting where you are the second before he walks up, and then you're just there.
And then suddenly we're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back. Like, going back to the beginning of the video that we've pulled, now I want to watch the crowds. Are they actually, are they behaving normally? Like, or are there people, like, repeating actions or anything like that?
That's a good question. Go ahead and make an alertness roll.
Any chance I can do that off human?
Actually, yes, please do that off human. So,
okay.
Let me know what you get.
70 out of 80.
What'd you get?
70 out of 80.
70 out of 80. So,
yeah.
Yes, you do notice that when you start watching the people who are getting off the train over there seems to be kind of a repeated movement of patterns that as you keep looking carefully at them, it's the only thing you can almost recall it to is a special effects video that you watched a couple months ago, where it was showing a couple of guys how they actually made compiled a video or special effects where they only had 4 guys, but they made a whole crowd out of just compositing the video over and over again with footage of them running in place. And this is like that, where everybody is moving in certain frames and frames over and over and over again. But even so, it's pretty, from that description, it's pretty damn disturbing, as you've seen. So you can still see people moving around, and you know they're there. Make another sand check.
Yay me! I did not make my sanity check.
Okay.
75 on 53.
All right. That'll be 3. So
I was not looking at that.
Okay, so I've now lost 5 since getting here. Is that presenting a problem?
No, that's not technically within an hour. So it's usually 5 within an hour. Usually it's about 10 within an hour or 10 all at once, and then that will start eating around on a temporary insanity. And so.
Okay. And I've forgotten how breaking points work, but
yeah,
that can come later.
Oh yeah, breaking points is
sanity minus POW.
Sanity minus power. So once you do that, that makes you far more susceptible. So.
Oh yay!
To that. Okay. So yeah, in that case, since you don't really know what's going on in this one, yeah, you don't have to worry about helplessness yet. So something's up because video can be manipulated, but this quickly.
I'm not going to mention it to Tobias. Like, I'll just get him to go over the crowd and stuff. Is Carlton in there with us, the chief of security?
Yes, he is. So, but he's just rewinding the video. You see that he just seems to be operating the equipment as you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make idle conversation with him.
Okay.
I just want to see if I can get him talking about his home life, what he does outside of work.
So, okay, so he'll ask that. Oh, I'm not much, just pauses for a second.
Are you
Family
married?
man.
Actually, I'll look at his hands first. Does he have a wedding ring?
Not that you can see. So,
Okay.
So, just general life like anybody. So,
Yeah,
in my job, at my job, drink a beer, watch some sports, go to bed, rinse,
Oh, yeah.
rinse, repeat.
What's your favorite beer? I'm just watching him to see if, like, is he actually having to think about the answers he's giving me, or like, is he sort of stuttering or pausing?
Yeah, human on that one. So, go ahead and make your roll. And Lonnie, if you have any ideas or question or want to do something, let me know. So,
No, just that maintenance tunnel.
okay, yes. So, are you trying to see if there's anything odd about that on the?
Yeah. Does
Okay.
anybody else come out of it, or does it, does the door stay open or anything like that? I don't, anything unusual about it I can see.
I would actually say go ahead and make a forensics roll on that.
All right, forensics at 50. So, nope, 89 out of 50. That won't do it.
Nope. As far as you can tell, that's just a normal maintenance tunnel going back into the.
I failed on the human roll as well.
You failed on that one? Okay. So, yeah, as far as you can tell, he's just. You can't really tell any big pauses. It seems to be more distraction than anything else.
Yeah, he's just intimidated by the presence of us awesome feds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It sounds like a really awkward dating pitch.
Which should work from that. But he pulls up the information. Yeah, that's where she seems to go. Do you want us to assign a detail to you to go down there? Those are the maintenance tunnels leading down to the subway area.
No, I think in this case, the quieter the better. We don't want to create a scene.
Oh, okay.
This is a simple locate and verify. It's not a problem.
Okay. If you do need any backup, please let us know. We are here to help. So.
Okay.
And
Can I get your contact number so I can call the booth if we do need help?
Certainly. So he writes down. He actually pulls out a business card.
Okay.
Writes it down and hands it to you. So, in that case, go ahead and make another alertness check.
59. I'm sorry, I was backwards. 59
Okay.
out of 50. Nope, still not doing it.
9 out of 50.
Do I roll that alertness check as well, or just to bias?
This would be just a bias on this one. So he pulled that information. So nope, you read the number. You have everything that you need. So
I'll put it in my phone and give the card to Gordon.
okay. All right, you to roll that. All right, go ahead, Gordon. Go ahead and make that roll.
All right, 37 on 50.
That's like you really don't remember any of the numbers being backwards on any kind of business card. That's weird that it got printed that way, and that he would read it to you. And also, the dash mark seems to be in the wrong place. It's like 2 and then the 2 and the number dash the rest of the numbers.
Okay, and that's on the printed card. He didn't write anything down on it.
That's on his printed business card.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at the keyboard that he's been using to pull up footage for us.
So, all right. So go ahead, alert. Let's actually 1 moment. So
What? Yeah, like literally just going to look at the keyboard.
Yeah. So you don't need to make an alertness check on this one. It's kind of surprised that you didn't notice this before, but yeah, it's a bunch of different characters and different places, and not necessarily English characters. You're noticing Japanese characters, Greek characters, it's like other languages, bits and pieces, all on the area. Go ahead, make your sanity roll.
He's not Tobias. Am I making another sanity roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I get. 41 on 50. 41 on 50.
41 on 50. So, yeah, take one, and just take one. If you failed that, you would have gained a helpless. So, since this is offhand, but something is bad wrong here. You don't know if you are being affected or if something else is going on.
I have my suspicions. I will
That's 5
sort
an
of.
hour, isn't it?
I'll nod toward the keyboard so that Tobias sees it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So alertness.
Yeah, go ahead and learn this. So,
Oh, I made that one. 22.
22?
Oh, critical. You see everything.
Oh, shit. So, this is happening earlier than I thought it would. So,
Sanity.
all right, Tobias, you take a look around, and wait, that keyboard is not right. You look at the screen, and it seems to be. Well, you look at the screen, and you end up seeing something else that you didn't really expect. Now, it's that same time code. It's the same time code of security footage that you were watching back of Abigail Ludwig moving out and out. But as you're looking forward to it, you notice somebody else walking in there. Tobias, who are your your bonds?
My bonds are my parents. They're back home on the farm, and my sister, who actually lives in my house. When her husband died and she lost her farm, she moved back in.
You know, that's really interesting to say, because when you're watching the people coming out after Abigail, you're seeing your sister, you're seeing your parents, you're seeing your dead brother-in-law, and they seem to be in repeating patterns. But their faces are almost blurred, like you only get the basic distinctions that they're there. Make a sanity roll.
Okay, 15. I can at least kind of sort of handle that.
So, all right, hold up just for a second. I might have to grab some other dice here. Okay, you're lucky on that one. Take 1.
Woo!
So, and put a mark on helplessness. So, you don't know what's happening.
You can only be adapted to violence or helplessness, right? You can't adapt to both?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So, and once you see that, though, that's when you start hearing the banging at the door. And Eric looks back. Like, what the hell? Just... you're expecting him. Hold on for a second.
I'm going to pop out my phone and text Klassen.
So, okay.
I'm going to text him, grab Tyler, head for the security pod. ASAP.
All right, go ahead. All right, you go ahead and make that text. So you see it sent out.
Yep.
And that's about that time when you do that. You do actually. You do have a signal now.
Oh, yay! Yeah, okay, then I'll text them.
All right. So you do have it's like you do have a signal now. But as you go, as far as you know, it goes through, and that's about the time when Eric goes through. That's like see the door fly off its hinges, and he goes flying backwards as it crushes him against the console.
Oh.
And you're adapted to violence.
Yep, so I give 0 fucks about that at the moment.
So
it's like, oh,
you have that.
For you.
And on the outside, you don't know what you see. There just seems to be some sort of haze in the middle of the room that's moving forward that seems to cause the air to undulate around itself. Both of you make sand checks.
49 out of 66.
I hate unnatural. 27.
49 out of 66?
49.
All right, so... All right, each take 2.
That's 5 in an hour.
And that will be your temporary insanity. Temporary for that. So this is also, when you're doing temporary in this one, this just goes into fight or flight now. There's no other specific one, so what are you doing?
Gun. shoot
Gun
thing.
shoot.
thing.
I love a good old gun shoot.
A gun shoot as well. Alrighty then. So we'll go
Reminds me
ahead.
of my time as a cowboy.
Words are hard. Gun shoot.
All right. So we will go by. We will go with there. So what were your dex scores?
Mine's
12?
10.
10.
Yep.
Alrighty. So and Tobias.
12.
12. All right. So Tobias, you'll be going for. Let's see. Let me check the information on here.
I am 1 point from losing my shit.
So all right.
Plenty of points.
All right. Actually, go ahead and make your shots. So
Okay, let's see. Firearms is 50. Yeah, that's a 63. That's not gonna do it.
all right. Yep. You fire wildly, and whatever is in the middle of the door is not. Is not phased either by the gunfire here, so you don't know what's going on. All right, Gordon, you're up.
Okay, so it's still right in the doorway?
Yeah, whatever this thing is. So it is.
So there's no getting around it at the moment.
There is a window off to the side leading back into the hallway, but you'd have to break it.
All right, I will sweep up the chair that Eric was sitting on
Okay.
and hurl it through the window.
So, all right, you'll go ahead and so it goes right through.
Yay.
It seems to shatter. So that will be your move for this one.
Yep.
All right. Whatever this is. So, as you move through, you see that it doesn't even seem to register that you're in the room. It seems to be completely focused in on Eric. So, and as it pushes through, it's one of this barely visible tentacles removes the door from it, picks it up, and the minute Eric looks up, he's not screaming. He's just staring at it, almost quietly repeating to himself, "Is it time? I'm just a shell. Is it time? Can I go to sleep? I've done what I'm supposed to." And it starts pulling it into himself as Eric starts fading from view. It's almost like he's being disintegrated from the outside in. So as he's basically now being peeled apart, you're seeing musculature and everything else absorbing into this thing. Sand rolls.
Is that violence or unnatural?
Unnatural as hell.
That's a 99.
Oh, holy shit! 40. This is like anatomy class. Fuck this shit. Oh, whatever.
Oh my god.
No fun at all.
So fun. All right.
So what happened to Tobias?
99. Oh god. So. All right. Tobias, we'll get to you in a second. So, and I'm going to send you something, by the way. So, Gordon, sorry, did you make it?
I did.
You did? All
Yep.
right. That's going to be 2 again.
All right.
So
I'm going to actually project that onto my bond with my best friend, as I realize I am never going to be able to talk about what my life is like now.
Oh, excellent. So,
Aw. Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna shift that. No, you're not my best friend.
you're not my best friend. Okay.
Oh, well, fuck you too, Gordon.
You might be by the time we're done.
I thought I meant something to you.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm a profiler and I manipulated you.
You're a symbol of what's wrong with him.
All right, so
much fun.
with projecting onto the bond, if I remember correctly, like I roll a d6 divided by 2. That's how much the bond loses,
That is correct, yes.
and that's
So,
how much
and
sanity I save.
that is how much sanity you save. So,
Okay. So bond goes down by 2, and I don't lose the 2 sanity. Which is probably a good thing, because I don't want to go temporary right now.
Yeah.
What's Tobias doing?
he's frozen for the moment because he rolled a 99, which is a critical failure.
That's awesome. How far? Like that window just goes into a hallway, right?
That is true. Yes.
I throw Tobias out the window. Actually, I grab Tobias and we both go out the window.
So I'm debating on whether to do this now, so to ruining certain things. So, but yeah, you throw him out. He's just in a comatose state.
I want to go with him though, if I can.
Yeah, you can go right now.
Okay.
That's going to be an athletics check to get you and both him and over there without suffering any physical damage. So.
Okay, hold on a second here. Do I even have athletics?
Everyone knows at base at 30.
38 on 30.
38 on 30?
Yeah.
So, okay, no, that's enough. So you managed to haul him into the hallway as this thing is consuming Herrick, and nobody else is in the hallway. So are you just booking it on out of there?
Yeah. Basically, if Tobias is compliant, like if he's catatonic, if I can lead him, I'll start hauling him around the outside of the pod to where I'm hoping Klassen and Tyler are going.
So, all right. So yeah, you're kind of hauling that. Back to Tobias for a second. Before you were hauled out the window, you see, you are staring at this thing as it's consuming Eric, and while it's doing that, you can't really tell, but it seems like Abigail Ludwig almost walks out of the haze that this thing is made out of.
Mm-mm.
And she looks at you. They're usually not as aware as you are. This is an interesting case. And she starts walking kind of a semicircle around you. I wonder if this is this is a sign of my own. It's like own madness or something new. I'm always fascinated by new things. So. But she ends up getting right into your face. You want to back up, but you just feel like you're physically immobilized. Oh, I see now. That's very interesting. I think it's time for you and me to talk, at least a little bit. You look around and you see that Gordon. It's like time is frozen now. Gordon is reaching for you, but it's like he's just stopped right in time. And so, you and your friend over here are technically not in the neighborhood, if you catch my drift. Do you?
I'm just kind of like my portrait right now.
Stupefied, staring emptily forwards.
I'm not home right now. If you'll leave a message.
Okay. Well.
War never changes.
So yeah. Well, I'll bring this. I'll try to bring this into a way that's easier for you to understand. You are a reflection. So your friend. Oh, what is his name? Let's see. Oh, I was like, oh yes, Tyler. So you're something of a defense mechanism for him, and it's honestly fascinating for me because it's not something I've seen that often. But I can't guarantee. But if you keep on this path, you're going to be consumed because you don't offer me any interesting knowledge like he does. So So here is the deal. If you bring him to me, I will. I'll be willing to extend your lease in this life, and you'll be at least a little more comfortable from here on in. So, if you decide to oppose me, I will return you to the nothingness from which you sprang. But that's most other humans. So I'll leave you with that choice. So have a nice time. And now time seems to fully accelerate as Gordon picks you up, rushes you out, and you see Abigail sitting there just waving goodbye to you as you're running out.
Hey.
So go ahead. Let's see. Mark another one off on helplessness. since you were completely frozen and unable to do anything, and you can gain the temporary of hallucinations.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's where we'll end here on this from this end.
All right, good one shot.
So no,
And we're done. Okay, so that was a lot of fun.
back. To oh, we're
One
already
of the
done.
most streamlined scenarios I've ever seen, Eric.
But back to we're going back to Tyler and Reagan. So about once you're walking out, once from you seeing that, you receive a text from Gordon. So, and Gordon, what did your text say? Oh, no problem.
Oh my God, Gordon.
It's like you're speaking in a tunnel.
Gordon, I can't hear your text message.
Walking out of Olive Garden eating a breadstick. I really could have gone for that salad. Oh well.
So Gordon, what did your text say?
The text says, "This opera sucks. Meet us just outside the security pod."
Okay. So
Okay,
you receive.
well,
Which because Reed
I
knows
slowly meander over. 'cause he
means that
didn't
there's
use-
trouble.
He didn't use the fear for my life emoticon.
No, I didn't use the fear for my life emoticon.
Use the countersign, Philistine.
So your emergency extraction one is this opera sucks.
No, this opera sucks just means that things have gone wrong. It doesn't mean like, oh my God, blow the place up.
Okay. So you do have that. So so you're running out from. So they're running out from there. You get that text message. Although when you receive it, it looks like it's the oddest thing when you're Tyler, when you're looking at it, because it looks like it's coming from your phone.
What
It
looks
looks
like
like-
it's coming from the phone?
It looks like it's a text message that you sent yourself.
Damn it, AT&T.
But it says Gordon on the tagline, so you're like, the hell.
Okay.
So you do have an emergency. Gordon is calling you over to the security office.
Okay. I pocket the phone and tell Reagan, come on, we're going to the security pod. Keep an eye open. And walk briskly.
So trying not to attract too much attention.
And exactly.
I'm running for
Reagan,
them.
stop fingering your gun.
I'm not fingering nothing.
So all right, so you
I'm
start.
not that kind of cowboy.
So as you start walking through, go ahead. Everybody here, go ahead. You two can go ahead and make alertness checks as you're walking through.
Oh yeah, I love alertness checks.
19 out of 70.
19 out of 70?
41 out of 70.
41 out of 70. Okay. You have. So yeah, both of you are walking out of there. Can you mention who are your bonds outside of the other people, each other you've talked about?
Well,
You
go ahead. My wife and my sister.
Your wife and your sister? Okay.
Weirdly, I also have a sister called Carla and an uncle in the Defense Department called Joseph.
Even
You know what,
weirder,
that-
I also have a sister.
That's weird. I thought I was the only one.
I know. It's
Oh
strange.
my God.
I'll roll San.
How many of us have sisters as bonds? Because maybe that's the vector that unites together.
Oh,
So-
no. Oh, you meant and sibling. No, I have a nun that I'm really friendly with. She's my rock.
Oh.
She's the rock.
A friendly
The
nun.
hard place.
I'd watch
You
that.
have to pay extra for that.
All right.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, as you're walking through the crowd sitting towards to the security suite, you get the feel. You start looking around, feeling like I know that face. What the hell? What is she doing here? You keep feeling like you're passing by the people, your sisters or your family members that you have bonds with, over and over and over as you're walking through.
I stumble, glance about, close and rub my eyes, and look about again.
So, you do that. Yeah, you stop yourself from that, and you look back, and now it seems like a cacophony of random people. Though it seemed, although when as you're looking back, though, their faces are almost indistinct, though. That's even odd. It feels just even odder to you.
Oh. I'm gonna reach in and pull out one of those cigarettes.
Okay.
You can't smoke it in the concourse, man.
You also can't smoke in the Olive Garden.
That's different. That's an e-cigarette. It doesn't violate those laws yet.
Yeah, you try and do that in the Olive Garden.
I mean, I'm an FBI agent. I don't think they'd stop me, but that's not the point.
Society has to have rules.
Exactly.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
All right, fine, whatever.
So, yeah, but you'll keep
I
walking.
could have sworn my sister had moved to Arizona.
I'm so sorry.
I thought I saw her over there a minute ago. It's weird.
All right.
Yeah, just keep walking.
But yeah, you go walking through there. It takes you about 10 minutes to get over to the security station. But by that,
Aaron,
yes.
Does anybody say anything about the cigarette?
No.
Can I volunteer to roll for sand?
So, not on that, I'll say, just because that's...
Okay.
I know that if I saw somebody smoking in an indoor train station, we're like, what the fuck? What the hell, man?
So, yeah, you don't worry about that. So, but yeah, you do manage to make it over, and you notice that the front door is once you get through the main suite. Yeah, you can smell that there's something happening here. It almost smells like an acrid ozone smell, or electronics that are burning. And once you get through the office door, you see that you actually see both Gordon and Tobias there. That's like Gordon. Yeah, Gordon seems to be carrying Tobias, who's just in a comatose state. And so, just looking down to the ground, quietly talking to himself.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You guys,
now that we're
guys
back
have
together.
a party?
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's wonderful. Watch out for heat shimmers. They try to eat you. At that point, I'd like to try a psychoanalysis roll on Tobias.
Okay.
Try and snap him out of it.
All right. Go ahead and make that roll.
I'll glance up and down the halls.
40 out of 50.
40 out of 50? All right.
Yeah.
That will go ahead. Let's see for that particular roll.
If only I could dual-wield deagles.
That could be your temporary insanity.
That's true.
Dual-wielding deagles?
No.
Broken wrists!
So, all right, Tobias, you managed to gain at least 3 sanity back.
Okay.
Just to help to kind of snap you out of it. You still have that memory of Ludwig talking to you, but it seems at least less faded and more and less pronounced. But you feel that it's at least that her voice is still kind of in the back of your mind. But you recognize that you're around everybody else again, and just wondering what the hell happened. The last thing you remembered is you were in the control room.
And looking at the two that just arrived as Tobias is kind of getting his head together.
Mm-hmm.
So Regan, Tyler, how'd the meet go?
Funny you should mention heat shimmers.
Yeah?
The guy bolted and disappeared.
Like disappeared. Like David Blaine disappeared kind of thing?
Yeah, David Bling.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but yeah, he was gone pretty quick for an old guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Have you guys noticed the macro people yet?
I don't know. Big people?
No. Like people put together with a Photoshop macro. Come here. We'll go to where we can see the activity on the platform.
I don't think I need to
Hold on. You said there was trouble. Where's the trouble?
It's
Yeah,
Abigail. Abigail.
What about her?
Liquid?
She's that thing.
Wait, what? The thing?
Yeah.
All right.
The thing was Abigail?
I close my eyes. I rub my eyes. I open my eyes.
Hey man, is there something wrong? Are you seeing something?
Tyler, we got to get you out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. She wants you. It's you.
Baby, it's you.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, we've got it. Ludwig's bad news. That's what Stevenson said before he went off.
Okay.
You saw her? Where?
So the next.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's-
Feed stalled there for a second.
okay.
That happens.
Google. So,
Yes. Everything
Yeah.
changed to purple for a second.
I've had Google kick me out of the game I was hosting once.
yes. That was bizarre.
Okay, so she wants Tyler.
Yeah. We're not here.
Yeah, no, we're not here.
No, we're not here.
No,
He's
I know
the
we're
only
not
one here.
He's
So
Yeah,
yeah,
We're just him.
Tobias is kind of babbling a little bit.
I offer him a smoke.
I don't smoke.
You should
Psycho-
start.
I reach in my pocket for the Adderall.
I'll take the cigarette he's offering Tobias.
Okay, so yeah, you take it.
And then I'll wait for him to light it for me because I don't have a lighter.
Done.
What
There we
kind
go.
of Delta Green agent doesn't have a lighter?
Look. Don't even start with me right now.
One who lost his bag.
So we reviewed the video footage. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's really only like a handful of people out there multiplied a whole bunch of times to make it look like a crowd.
Nope, haven't noticed that. Nope.
They're not people.
Well, they're just part of Tyler's mind. That's it.
Oh, okay, buddy.
So Tobias and I were going over the footage. Thing came in, ate the security chief.
He's not real.
We elected to exfiltrate.
Yeah, tactical retreat.
Yeah. Now we've hooked up with you guys. According to Tobias, she wants Tyler.
No, wait, did you say something tore down a door and killed a security guard?
It's not real.
So, but you don't.
It's real enough to rip a door off its hinges.
So, but you did see that there was footage of Abigail once she got off the train going into a service tunnel, or at least a service entrance.
Yeah. So
That
now,
sounds like the trap we want to walk into.
yeah. So that's where we get to the question: do we go and look to gun down Abigail, or do we see if we can find a way to get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a front door.
I propose an experiment. We try the front door before we try the tunnel.
Okay.
No.
I think this is all a bit ridiculous. Like, it's a
Well, when the
door,
front
which
door
is-
thing goes badly, then we can talk about how we're going to deal with the tunnel. But let's go to the front door first.
So you're trying to get to the entrance to Grand Central Station.
Yes, we are.
one of the many.
Am I still holding my gun?
All right.
Oh yeah, you all still have your guns.
No, am I still holding it from where I, fired at the monster? So it's still out?
Luck roll.
Oh, that's why those are named.
25. Yeah.
25. Yes, you still have your gun.
Yeah.
Nice. I have mine openly in my left hand.
Okay.
Jesus, put those away.
I'll walk out onto the platform.
They're not
They
real.
didn't care that you were smoking.
I'm sorry. All right, I know some people think it's like shooting other people, but it's not the same. Put the guns away.
They're not real.
But Jeff, you're walking out onto the platform just with your gun out.
Gun in hand.
I'm gonna stand away from my old friend Gordon.
Yeah, this is no longer even an awareness check. You are walking out there and nobody seems to care.
Nope.
In fact, Now you can make your awareness check.
Okay.
Like he's got a gun.
68 on 50.
You're on 50. You know, for midday Grand Central Station, it's starting to empty out pretty damn quick. In fact, for all of 15 minutes that you were in there, it's really empty now.
Is there like just no one around?
So, yeah, it's not even seem like the traffic. You can hear people exiting. It's just that they're not there.
Okay. So
Yep,
I'll turn back and look at Regan. Are you coming or what?
I guess I'm coming. This looks like somebody has created clear lines of fire. Is what this looks like.
Yeah. I don't think guns are what we have to worry about here. I'll start walking for the front entrance.
Like clear lines of fire. I'm using the terminology I'm equipped with. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah,
clear lines of clawing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, watch for heat shimmers.
So
God.
all right. So yeah,
I'm watching for that thing.
So yeah, you're not seeing that. Although as you get up there, near the entrance, you can see the busying street outside the windows. But the minute you reach the door, all your cell phones go off.
Like turn off or like ring?
Ring.
Oh,
At
I
the same-
answer my phone.
So
Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call.
Oh, are you? Oh, weird.
Yeah.
so
Hello.
I'm going to leave my phone pocketed.
it's Pavarotti, like Agent Klassen.
Yep.
So- It's like we need a report now because we have heard that there is at least getting reports of shootings going up at the station. What is happening?
Shootings. Anybody fired their gun? I say to the loud, empty concourse. It's to the empty concourse that has just got my friends in it.
Tobias fired one shot, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Actually, is my phone still ringing?
No, when he picked up, it suddenly you're stopped, and he was on voice. He was on speakerphone.
Okay.
So he's
No one was shooting.
so
No shots fired.
we are getting reports from the. We're getting reports from them that you have engaged in hostilities. And have you tracked down the subject? Or is she in custody?
We think we have an idea, and as I say that, I nod towards Gordon and point at the door and say, like, as if to say, see if you can open that door.
Yep, I will attempt to open that door.
Door very much locked.
Oh.
Huh.
Tell me, Agent Pavarotti, has the police locked down Central Station?
No, we're trying to get general reports in because we're hearing from the local authorities that you're discharging your weapons out and making threats. If you do not stop this, we will not cover for you. Do you understand this?
I do understand. I just have a quick question, Agent Pavarotti. Do you remember my mother's middle name?
So, why would that be relevant? So,
we suspect that we may be exposed to some kind of alternate locational setting.
So,
and I would like you to tell me what my mother's middle name is.
So I don't see how that's relevant. Reagan, go ahead and make an intelligence roll.
That is totally he doesn't know, and he's stalling for time because he's a filthy mind construct.
No metagaming.
Intelligence?
That's not metagaming.
Not metagaming at all. I have no knowledge of
That's
that
Wednesday.
Okay, so intelligence. I got a 3 out of 55.
You realize you don't remember that, and that's something that you should know. From here on out, you have a great relationship with your parents. That isn't
that
great.
moment that I realized that Reagan Clayson is totally a made-up name.
Make your sanity roll.
That's totally a made-up name. Nobody in the real world has a name like that.
It's like somebody came up with it on the
Ooh,
internet.
I finally failed. I got a 47 out of 43.
All right.
Here's the funny part. There's a guy named Reagan Klassen who's a missionary.
Oh,
Wow.
Of course
Someone
he is.
actually named their kid that.
yeah. So, yeah, that's nice, Ray. Thanks. You just completely this poor guy.
Take that, random missionary.
So, take 6.
Ouch.
Ooh, that takes me down to 37.
Yeah,
A total of 45 at the beginning of the game.
you.
Ah! Ow!
Yeah, you realize that you can't remember anything from your family, and this is becoming worrisome at best.
I assume this is unnatural.
Yes, this is unnatural. So,
Hey, Gordon.
Yeah.
Remember when we went? I
Fishing.
remember when we went to paintball.
What about it?
You remember it though, right? You remember going to paintball?
I don't know. Like, which time? We must have gone to paintball, like, more than once.
On the phone, and I'm like, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
I'm
The
going to
other
take the stand check, Aaron, because between Tobias and Regan suddenly having issues, I'm realizing why they're having issues.
Go ahead.
Pavarotti, the station doors are locked, and I can't remember my
Hang up
mother's
your
maiden
phone.
name.
Close that phone.
I'm not closing the phone.
Close the
Right.
phone.
For all I know, Pavarotti's the only one of us that's real.
26 on 47.
26 on
With a
47.
name like Pavarotti, you think he's real?
So,
It's clearly a code name.
yeah, you're beginning to this one. Go ahead and take 2.
Okay. I would say that probably puts me into temporary territory.
Yeah, so...
You know what? Actually, in this particular case, I'm going to punish my bond with Regan.
No.
He's got a made-up name.
It's true.
I'm going to look at him, I'm like, you're probably not even real.
Guys,
Oh yeah, well what kind of a name is Gordon Hamilton? Huh? When
It's
did,
the name
did
my,
you get started in the Gotham City
So I-
field office?
I lose 2 off that.
Okay.
It's
So
none of
that
your
level.
damn business where I started.
You can't even remember, can you? Pavarotti, you still there?
So,
Why are you even talking to that?
yeah, and that's when...
To a
Yeah, I close his phone for him.
No!
That's when you realize the phone has been off the entire time.
I've
But
been
then who
off
was
the
phone?
entire time.
So that's when, yeah, you. It's like you all. Everybody can make an awareness check. I know that's been the one for today, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I get a 2 out of 70.
30 out of 50.
6 out of 70. We are all hyper alert right now.
So wired. We are switched the fuck on.
Yeah,
took
I
him
failed by
out.
30.
yeah, that's when you realize that the entire station has gone dead quiet. So
Except for me screaming about my fake name.
Yeah.
so
Pavarotti! Pavarotti!
he's obviously not there. A female voice that you hear coming from across the main lobby.
I go into Weaver stance and point my gun directly at the voice.
And as you look down down the stairs going into Grand Central Station, you see Abigail Ludwig standing there.
Speaking of made-up names,
Well, it's one of the names that I have had over my lifetimes.
I would
Oh,
like
yeah?
to take this moment to point out that all names are technically made up.
I mean, yeah,
There's no name.
Tyler, really? Now is when you're going to that up?
I put myself between her and Tyler.
Oh, that's like
And
That
I...
that is rather adorable, but especially since you, looking back at Tyler, would create such vivid imaginations imaginings of those who think it could protect you. So, but we both know that.
Kind of code name is Task Force.
Yeah. But we both know that the jaws are currently closing on this little opera, as you call it, and that I really need to get the information that I was promised by our friend Stevenson. You see her pull out of, looks like she's just reaching down and seemingly pull Stevenson out of nowhere.
By the way, at this point I do have my gun out, just FYI.
All right. So now he told me about the green boxes that you decided to store things in, and and he was the one who allowed me to know that something that is very important to me remains in one of those. Now,
what's Tyler's last name again? Sorry.
Tyler's?
Foss. Foss.
It's just, you know what's another made-up name? For an imaginary person.
Yeah. Now, you currently have two choices. That's like Mr. Faust. Either you give me the information that I needed, that this gentleman throws Stevenson and he just seems to fade away, could not, or else I will rip it from I will rip it from what remains of your mind. Either way, I get it. I get what I want, but you will get a little more time before I eventually forget you, and you return to oblivion like all the other human debris.
What is my power? 35.
A little solipsistic, don't you think, Abigail? Maybe just a little bit.
So that's your choice. It's your choice to make it. But this will be ending now.
No. Abigail. I light up a cigarette, hold it with my left hand, and then hold the gun in the right hand. Would it be too much to ask if you tell me what's going on?
So,
last request, maybe?
I think I think it's fairly. I think I made it clear. Your organization has an item of mine that I wrote and rightfully belongs to me. Therefore, therefore I'm getting it back.
Can you tell me what it is? I mean, I don't want to go through the whole list. It's not a huge list, but you can narrow it down.
So, a book. So, a specific book.
It's not that one from that Middle Eastern guy, is it? Everybody wants that damn thing.
I won't be so gauche. No, if you. The title of this.
Think it gauche of me.
The title of this. That should. The title of this is De Vermis Mysteris.
Oh.
I love mysteries.
If anybody, I will say our friend who has the cult, can go ahead.
I have a cult.
Yes.
Yep. I have a cult at 20.
I have it at 20. 24.
99.
15 out of 20.
15 out of 20. All right.
14 out of 20. Well,
yes.
Isn't that book about
14 out of 30.
The ancient mariners? The ancient submariners.
You get another Moxie, Ray.
So. it's got an albatross in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
number one.
Starred in the adaptation.
You don't know much about that. You just know that from certain records, this was a banned piece of literature, specifically written with supposed witch rituals and alchemic sorcery. So that's about as much information you were able to get.
Alchemic sorcery was the name of my band in high school.
So if you can tell, and what you're getting the gist of now, Tyler, is that what she apparently is looking for is locations of green boxes. so that she can go through in order to find her property. So
We
So-
don't even know where the green boxes are.
Well, apparently Tyler does.
Yeah.
As, Aaron,
Yes.
what kind of role would it be to do something that you really, really don't want to do but feel you have to?
so you're well. What are you wanting to do?
I'm gonna shoot myself.
That's funny because that's what
really?
I was going to do in a second.
I was going to take the other option. I was going to try and inception up a grenade launcher out of thin air.
So you're just gonna shoot yourself outright.
Right in the head.
That's a will check. You have to make. Yeah, you have to spend will to be able to do that because that's against your own survival. So you're burning that in order to do that, and so I'm gonna say that. How much will do you have at this moment?
I have no idea what's will based on.
It's power.
There's a will.
It's
13.
There is a- Yeah.
13. There it is.
13.
Yeah.
This is burning most of it, so I'm gonna say this is this is gonna be a 5-shot since this is the end. Beautiful friend.
I'll do it.
Do it.
So all right, I was like, all right. You see that Tyler is pulling up his gun to his head. You will have that option to take care of it. Is anybody trying to stop him?
No, I might help
I have
him.
my gun in my hand and I can act now. I'll shoot Tyler in the head.
Yeah. I'm here.
I'm also hardened to violence, so
Don't worry, Tyler. We won't let you fail.
yep.
You're all good friends.
Yeah.
Really
Well-
touching, guys.
Well,
It's what you want, and if I'm just a projection,
Yeah.
then it's
this is
important
the
that I
only
help
way
you
to
get what
defend
you want.
I'm
Plus,
glad
I'll
I'm
argue it.
so
Maybe you
internally-
wake up. So
I'm glad I'm so internally consistent.
All right. So Lonnie,
Yeah.
you guys, I'll say this: this one shot. You see everybody else preparing to shoot him. Shoot Tyler, and you hear Abigail's voice in the back of your head again. If you preserve him, since he's obviously throwing away his life, so I can give that life to you for a time.
Yes, possess him.
So do you
You've not met my wife. You don't want this.
it's like do you accept?
Classic cop humor.
So you are accepting, Lonnie?
No, I do not accept.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at the chat. So nope.
No. You can't win if he dies.
No, much like everything else, it's a mere stopgap.
yep.
All
Good
right.
start.
So all right. So this will be certain decks because Ludwig's going to get her shot to basically prevent this from happening, and then if it doesn't kill outright, that will enter combat.
This is kind of awesome though, because I see it, like I just see this image of the one guy standing there raising the gun to his own head, and the other three guys like raising their guns simultaneously to point them at his head.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a scene in Sense8.
To clarify, it's under the chin. I'm no amateur.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So this will just be an opposed dex check to see who goes first. So
All right.
31 out of 55.
50 out of 55. Or 60.
45 out of 50.
I might as well just wait.
all right, Tyler, you're up.
Do I need to roll to hit?
No, you don't. So this is no, you don't at this point.
Good to know. Good to know.
It's
So-
really hard to aim at your own head.
So
Boom, headshot. Rolling damage.
Tick,
so
tick, boom.
yeah. So you. It's like yeah. So basically, this is how it ends up. So as you're putting the gun to your chin, you see Abigail. It's like scream out, and two of those creatures that seem to be just barely visible start reaching out for you and trying to That's like in trying to take that in, trying to take your arms. They managed to tangle up Lonnie and a couple other your members before you pull the trigger on yourself, and everything goes black. And so, and for everybody else, once that happens, you start fading out one by one, seeing this going away. And as it ends, you look at Abigail, and she seems to be, as she's screaming, her voice just deepens, and she turns into what appears to be this very short, really ugly guy. So with long, greasy hair, just hunched. That's like hunched over as your vision starts blinking out from one by one by one. So until you are no more, and your last thoughts are him just screaming.
I wave goodbye.
So,
I did the least shooting.
So, and as you blink out, that actually ends the scenario.
Wow.
So, congratulations. So,
Oh, that was quick.
We won!
you won.
Hooray!
Okay, I feel the explanation's in order in this one, so.
You did it!
Skipped all the
If you are
plot.
If you are listening to this and you don't want to hear the explanation, you can turn it off now.
So, okay. I'm sorry if this felt a little bit short. You guys really kind of buzzed through what I had planned.
I think that was a perfect amount of scenario.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was good for a one shot.
Well, okay, this is actually kind of an experiment, because have you all listened to the final revelation?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is actually my little experiment using Delta Green with that, and I would like to and I will welcome any other suggestions to kind of lead it in, because here's the basis of it. You were all agents following Ludwig Prin in one of his other forms. So in life, he seeded information. It's like he had seeded information out to draw out Delta Green agents, both in the Cowboy cells and in the corporation, because he was looking for the copy of his manuscript, De Verimis Mystris, which is his work basically of all his alchemical and necromantic spells. However, he didn't. Once he got hold of one of the Stevenson, who was the cowboy agent, he realized he had no access to any of the current green boxes. Basically, anything he had was just equipment reeling for that. So he needed to get another. Another one. So, using his own spells, he impersonated Stevenson and leaked the information about Abigail going out, and that's where you were all drawn in. And as he went through, you tried to and get to him, he managed to kill all of you, and on Tyler used an ingest thought spell. So Tyler became the lone consciousness in there, and in order to protect himself, Tyler actually created images of everybody else, all of his team. So that's kind of the whole point of this, is that everybody is already technically dead.
Yeah, I got that feeling at one point.
Okay.
Or that there would only be one of us that was really alive.
Yeah.
Which sort of.
So.
Yeah, at the very beginning, I was going to say and they were dead all along.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully that wasn't. Yeah, because somebody said that, and I'm like, shit. So.
I almost would say just start everybody off on the train. Have the luck roll go up first.
See, and that's what I was.
Yeah, because if they all stuff the train, then it's less obvious that they are all different. But you can still foreshadow it by having one person wake up first.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, this was
the
just
same foreshadowing effect. It's just less obvious that one person is more special than the others. It's just you just wake up first.
So
they're not in a different location to everyone.
Yeah, and that was the plan that I had overall, is that had you continued to fight against it, I would have had you descend into the bowels of the station, which would have been the bowels of Prin's mind. So to the point where
I really am disappointed that I didn't get to do my best Tom Hardy impersonation and summon a grenade launcher out of thin air.
That you need to think bigger, darling. So
yeah.
No, but
So yeah, I'm sorry. This one ended up being a little bit shorter, but you kind of got to the gist of it to the point where like, nope.
I think that was your most succinct scenario that I've ever seen you run.
So
Different groups will have different results.
that
so.
is true. So, but this was. Thank you. You were kind of being the litmus test of this because that's also part of the problem with doing something like the Final Revelation is that it's kind of a one-trick pony that you can only do it really once with the group. Because I'm glad you enjoyed it, but usually that you've lost from the start.
Yeah.
Thing is only
Feel like that though.
I wouldn't throw this in the middle of a campaign.
no.
Well, obviously,
So,
unless it
then
turned out everyone was really alive and these were all just mental ghosts or something.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, that would be another way to do it, which would be have the party do the investigation, begin to believe that they're dead, and if the finale is suicide, the suicider wakes up and then has an opportunity to escape or what have you.
Okay, and I would like that option. That's an interesting way to do it because this is actually the actual scenario. It's actually a shotgun scenario from 2 years ago, which is called No Return Ticket, as well. But the way they wrote it originally was that the PC had actually been absorbed into the antagonist, and so he was actually inside the sorcerer, and things would start happening around him. So.
Like, as a one shot, I think it should definitely stick with the purist style. It should be you were boned from the start, and you know,
Definitely.
it's just a question of can you take something with you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What victory can you achieve?
Yes. Which is what I was kind of trying to do along with that Final Revelation setting, that it would just be, do you just stick to the wheel, or are you just are you taking yourself out to prevent a worse tragedy from happening?
Yeah.
So,
No, this worked out perfect for what I was going for with Tyler. I was going to have, as weirder crap starts happening, he sinks into his preferred genre of books, noir. The gritty detective. So, yeah, killing himself at the end works.
yeah, so, yeah,
Gritty detective who makes soap.
The only thing I could suggest if you wanted to make it a little bit longer is give some sort of more obvious alternate solution, even if it's not really a solution, but give them an alternate. Because once we got to the point where one of us realized that, yeah, this is all an illusion.
okay.
It just unravels faster.
To be fair, we made really good rolls to identify that everybody was, not right, and
You did.
We asked the right questions.
You did.
The scenario doesn't need to be longer. It is a good length, but if you wanted to make it longer, you could do that by adding in something else.
Yeah, you
Okay,
could slide in some false hope of some sort.
Okay, no problem. So,
Short one-shots are not bad.
Yeah, no, that I was
They're
wondering.
normally not.
Yeah.
5 hours.
Yeah, no, I like to know this is a little bit shorter than what I've done usually, because usually I write too much and I try to cram as much as I can to, as Ray has been dealt for with Atomic Robo and a couple other things that I've done. But yeah, this was kind of the experiment too, because Ross and I were talking about that, so he was looking, going, "That's kind of ambitious. So let's see where this goes."
I liked it. It would make a good con game.
Okay,
Yeah, this
good.
would be an excellent
Yeah,
content.
it's really aerodynamic. Like it works.
Okay, good. I'm wonderful. I'm glad you guys like that. So we'll go ahead and stop recording. But guys, thank you again for so much playing, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thanks.
Absolutely.